Hello and welcome. My name is 606, or Steve if you prefer real names. I love cartoons, and today I'm going to be doing a synopsis and critique of Growing Up Creepy Season 1, Episode 2. Now, the first part of this episode is referred to as the Scared Twitch Project. A Blair Witch Project joke, I don't know, does that play nowadays? It seems an odd reference. So we start with the Flora and Fauna Club, which Creepie is a part of, along with her friend Bentley, who we learn is named Fudge Bentley. I'm not big on the whole race thing, but calling the black guy Fudge seems a little weird. So it's Fudge Bentley, Creepie's friend Chris Alice, which is the name I couldn't remember last time. Apparently a cute boy and two popular girls who are kind of vapid, always on their phone type people, constantly talking about boys. Which raises the question, why on earth are they part of the Flora and Fauna Club? Just because the cute boy's there? But we don't really know why he's there either. Anyways, they're on a field trip with their teacher, Dr. Pappas, which I thought I noticed last time. A middle school teacher that's a doctor. I don't know, maybe just because I was raised in the burbs, but I've never heard of anything like that. And we're introduced to the idea of Bugfoot. At first I wasn't crazy about it, but I guess it's fine. So Chris Alice explains what Bugfoot is. It's this prehistoric giant bug. They supposedly killed off the dinosaurs. We're also they do a flashback to prehistoric times, but it doesn't match up with what she's saying. It doesn't actually show Bugfoot. It shows a bunch of random bugs that get eaten by a lizard, that get eaten by a pterodactyl, that gets eaten by a T-Rex, that gets killed off screen. So it's it's weird that they would, you know, it would make sense if it was like showing the shadow of Bugfoot or something like that. But I don't know, it just doesn't add up.
Only attacks at night.
That's it. I'm out.
People?
Pretty good gag. The gang decide, alright, we're gonna have to camp overnight. So they look around, they find this real creepy cabin that has a lot of fishing motif. It has lures in the ceiling and it has fish up on the walls. I expected that to pay off, but it really doesn't. It's just a set design, which is kind of neat in a way. The popular girls are complaining because it's a rundown cabin. The one girl says, I only sleep in my own bed on 650 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets. But the thing is, 650 thread count isn't that high. Like, it's decently high, and Egyptian cotton is nice, but you'd expect 1,000 count or something like that. So there's some arguing. The girls go to sleep. They do a bit where they think big Bugfoot's coming, but it turns out it's just Bentley, and he fixed the plumbing apparently, which I don't know how you do, since in this sort of scenario it seems like it would be a outhouse. And immediately after that they do another gag where they think Bugfoot's now really coming, but it turns out to be their teacher, Dr. Pappas, who has fallen into a lake, and they're, oh my god, it's Bugfoot, but Creepie can tell it's not a bug, so she throws a bucket of water on him and cleans him off. And then in the morning they all get on the bus and go home, and there's this oh, that's a bummer, Bugfoot's not real, so much for urban legends. And then it zooms out, and the road they're driving on turns out to be Bugfoot, but it doesn't make any sense. Are they trying to say the entire planet is Bugfoot, or was this one forest and they didn't, but he's flying away with the bus on his back? It seemed they would notice that.
So much for urban legends.
The ending doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of plot holes in this kind of episode where, like, they seem surprised that they have to sleep the night, even though there's a bus there in the morning and nobody's freaking out. The popular boy disappears and no one seems to care until the end of the episode. And yeah, overall, like, I'd say a decent drop down in quality from the previous episode. But, it is what it is. So the second half of this episode is called Frankenstein. Frankenstein, sorry. So the kids have to dissect a frog, which I thought was weird. I didn't do any dissections until I was in high school. Maybe that's a local thing, but yeah, I don't remember dissecting anything in middle school. Creepy has an issue with this. She apparently doesn't want to hurt living things. Her frog is still alive, which is, like, I don't know why I'm less disturbed by the dissection than I am the idea that she has to kill the frog she's going to dissect. That's, I don't know. It bugged me. Bugs. So she throws the frog out the window to save its life. She gets told that she'll get an F if she doesn't do the dissection. So her and her friend Bentley go to look for the frog, and she says, I won't kill it. The frog immediately runs into the street and gets run over by a bus, which, with the suicide joke in the first episode, it feels like this show doesn't know where its tone is. Like, it goes really dark, but it's, like, real simple too. And I get the whole, like, give something for the parents, but, like, this stuff is low enough that, like, even kids could get the joke. And it seems odd that they kind of waver back and forth, but maybe they're just trying to find their feet. We'll find out. So Bentley says, oh, well, the frog was dead either way, but Creepy thinks she can bring it back to life. Then we get the return of her brother Polly, who I'm not crazy about, and Nat, both comic relief characters that I don't think are very good, but they're much shorter in this episode. So Creepy and Bentley take the frog back to her house. Apparently Bentley knows about Creepy's family, which feels like they should have said something the last episode, because they made a big deal about how the principal couldn't find out Creepy's family were all bugs, but Bentley apparently knows and is fine with it. Also, through the episode, there's a bunch of, like, cuts to Creepy's mom, who is doing a power walk and is tempted to eat all these bugs, but she's on a diet. It does eventually pay off, and I'll get to that in a minute, but, like, they're real weird, not of place at first. Alright, so Creepy takes the frog home. And they do the Frankenstein thing where she tries, she does a bunch of surgery. Because it's a kid show, they don't show any of the stuff. It's just a tray where she's, like, poking around. Then flip the switch. Nothing happens, and the lightning strikes. Frogstein comes to life. Also, the real cool transitions are back. In the Scared Twitch project and the Creepy Meets Tarantula Boy didn't have any of the cool transitions, but they're back in this one, and I hope they keep up with them. So Frogstein takes off, and he's running around town and overloading everything that's electrical. Like, he shorts out a traffic light and causes an accident. He overloads hair dryers at a salon for no apparent reason. Then they show him going all over town, shorting these places out. Finally, he goes back to Creepy's house, where he runs into the mom, and the mom says, "I'm so hungry I could eat a frog," before she sees the frog sign. Which, okay, I get the, like, oh, humans say I'm so hungry I could eat a horse, but I don't know, is a frog equivalent to a horse? Weird. Maybe it was just a turn of phrase because she saw it. Not terrible. Oh, I forgot to mention, while he's running around town, he goes to a drive-in theater where they have footage of King Ghidorah from Godzilla on the screen, but they're just playing dolphin noises, which is odd to me because they have the rights to play the movie clip. Why wouldn't you get the rights to the noise? It's, again, odd choices in the series so far. So mom eats the frog. Well, frog disappears. Creepy says, "Have you seen the frog?" "No, honey, I haven't." Creepy walks off screen. We see mom's eyes glow when she burps because she ate the super electric frog. Next day at school, yeah, Dr. Pappas goes down the row, and he doesn't give grades. He just says check next to everybody. And he gets to Creepy, and she has a very obvious, like, doll that she sewed of a frog. And he says check. So I'm fine with, like, the stupid adult trope in these types of cartoons. But I don't know, it just seems they're not really playing into it too much, and they're not downplaying it enough. It's like I said for the rest of this episode, it really feels like they're not sure what they want to do. They're kind of all over the place tonally. They're kind of all over the place with the characters. Same thing with, the previous episode. I mentioned that Creepy seems like she should be smart, or like she should be extraordinary in some way, and she's like just seems kind of like normal. I guess that could be the message is like, oh, even though some people are different, they can, they're just like you and me. But again, then they show her doing things like incredible feats of strength. In the opening credits, there's her doing like crazy kung fu moves with a pillow. I'm gonna keep watching. We'll see where it goes. But right now, it feels like there's a lot of confusion with the writing, and they're not sure what they want this character to be and what they want this show to be. But it is what it is. All right, I'm out of here. Take it easy.